Did you know that one young king changed the course of history by leading his army to an almost impossible victory? This is the story of King Henry V of England, a man whose courage, strategy, and leadership inspired thousands and turned him into a legend. From a troubled youth to the battlefield at Agincourt, Henry V showed the world what it means to be a true king. Let's dive into his epic story. Henry was born in 1386, the son of Henry IV, a king who had seized the throne by force. As a child, Henry grew up in a world of intrigue, betrayal, and constant danger. He had to navigate the treacherous world of the English nobility, all while learning the arts of warfare, diplomacy, and leadership. Despite being young, Henry showed remarkable intelligence, courage, and a keen understanding of power. He trained tirelessly in combat, archery, and strategy, knowing that one day he would lead England in battle. In 1413, at just 26 years old, Henry became King Henry V. England was weak and divided. The treasury was empty, the nobles were scheming, and across the Channel, France challenged England's claim to the French throne. Many doubted that this young king could succeed, but Henry was absolutely determined. He set out to unify his kingdom and restore England's honor on the world stage. By 1415, Henry had assembled an army and prepared to invade France. The odds were stacked against him. England had somewhere between 6,000 and 9,000 soldiers, while France had over 20,000 troops, many of them heavily armored knights. Henry knew he had to inspire his men. He gave speeches that would echo through history, reminding them that courage, loyalty, and unity could triumph over sheer numbers. On October 25, 1415, the English army, tired from long marches and weakened by disease, faced the massive French forces in muddy fields near Agincourt. Henry rode along the lines, looking calm and fearless. He knew every man depended on his leadership. Before the battle, he spoke to his soldiers, famously saying, "We few, we happy few, we band of brothers, for he today that sheds his blood with me shall be my brother." With that, the English prepared to face impossible odds. Henry used brilliant tactics to neutralize the French advantage. He positioned his army in a narrow, muddy field, which limited the effectiveness of the French cavalry. English longbowmen were placed strategically to maximize their impact. When the battle began, a storm of arrows rained down on the heavily armored French knights, piercing their shields and armor. Henry himself fought on foot alongside his men, showing unmatched bravery. The French were confident, but the English resolve, discipline, and strategy began to turn the tide. Despite their exhaustion, injuries, and the overwhelming enemy, Henry's men held the line. The narrow battlefield caused chaos in the French ranks. Soldiers got stuck in the thick mud, knights fell on one another, unable to get up, and the English pressed forward relentlessly. By the end of the day, thousands of French soldiers had fallen, while the English losses were relatively light. Against all odds, Henry V had achieved one of the most miraculous victories in military history. The Battle of Agincourt elevated Henry V from a young king to a legendary warrior king. His victory unified England, strengthened his claim in France, and inspired generations of soldiers to come. Henry's courage, intelligence, and ability to inspire loyalty made him one of the greatest military leaders of the Middle Ages. He continued to reign wisely, building alliances and working toward peace until his untimely death in 1422 at just 35 years old. So, what does Henry V teach us? He shows us that true leadership is more than power or wealth. It's about having courage in the face of impossible odds. It's about inspiring loyalty in others. And it's about using intelligence and strategy to overcome any challenge. History remembers Henry not just for the battle he won, but for the heart, mind, and spirit he brought to every single challenge he faced. From a young prince growing up in danger to a king who defied impossible odds, Henry V's story remains one of history's most epic tales. If you want more incredible true stories of kings, warriors, and epic battles, then please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Because history is full of heroes, and their stories are just waiting to be told. Remember, courage isn't measured by the size of your army, but by the strength of your heart. And Henry V proved that one king can change the world.